it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. They're lining up to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you'd build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on 3rd down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame he can really utilize.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. After the incompletion, they go back up top. The short hands, it's Matthews. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Works the middle. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
From the gun, running back on the move. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. He breaks a tackle. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Reads it, fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He got it. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And who says you can't find big-time tight ends anymore? Both of these teams certainly have.
In modern college football, Reese, tight ends are becoming a bigger and bigger part of offenses, and what a treat today. We get 2 of the best in the nation. Yeah,
going head-to-head, catch for catch. I'll be interested to see which offense uses them differently and can find ways to maximize these guys' strengths because they're ballers.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Takes the handoff. It's Baxter. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Offense getting set for first down. He's looking to throw it. Scrambling away. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. The #1 job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not. But my #1 job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get in the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And here comes the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll bring it back. It's Bannister. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First down here for the offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too, because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught near the sideline. It's Matthews. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'll continue to find ways to feature him. And just, yeah, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to get it through the air. Sends it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short. Who knows what they're going to do?
The punt team makes its way onto the field. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Smith.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. That's caught. It's Smith.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Now on 2nd and short after the 1st down completion. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They want to just keep throwing it. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's Morris. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it then? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
The back goes in motion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Snags it over the middle.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the 1st quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
This offense has a 2nd down play. From the gun. Give on the inside. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Nice throw, nice catch. You know, I like when you work that slot and you throw that slant to him. It's an easier throw than throwing to a guy way out wide. A lot of times I find that matchup I want in the slot and I go attack it.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They have had the ball for a week and a half. Play number 10 coming up. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. He's looking to throw. Going for it all. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this third and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up fourth.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. And guys, that 3 ball has us all tied up here in the second. Set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll run play action. Gonna take a shot. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. The quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Now on the counter. dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to pass. On the move, he fires. It's complete. Makes a grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't going to happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quick strike complete.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They're going back to the ground. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Got it! Put the clamps on that ball and strolled into the end zone for a touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the big fella. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Now on first down from the 28. On the ground, it's Morris. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide out in motion. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Unloads it downfield. He's got it on the left. He's loose. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown. That was just as simple as playing catch and warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
Ready to try the point after. Right down the boulevard. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a big play, 68 yards on the touchdown pass. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down here for the offense. The run from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Fakes his man out. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Snagged in the middle. It's Matthews. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Trying to power it in. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Second and goal for the offense. Trying to barge their way in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looking to the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And it's no good. He missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
takes over to dip into its bag of ball play. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. He's going for the big play. It's complete. A huge pickup. The tag. No one's going to get him. Touchdown.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way to score 6. Well done.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. Just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. That's caught. It's Matthews. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field, and don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Going up top on first down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Quarterback empties his backfield. On second down, wants to throw. Got him downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball over the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But show that defense. You will attack everywhere.
Wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up 3rd down.
Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
You got to love this job by the defense here in their own end. They're doing an outstanding job in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. Everybody's getting to their marks. They're breaking on the ball. They forced 3 straight incompletions here with their backs against the wall.
Between the uprights, it's good. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. A little over 20 seconds to play in the half as they take it on 1st and 10. He'll start this drive firing. Dances away. He's going to run it.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Ruston. Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Joe in Lincoln Parish.
Just about set for the second half kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense set on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Pulls it in and runs into the end zone for a touchdown. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. There's being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot. He's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody. Live with the results because everything else ain't working anyways.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it with a flair, a 77-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
It's so difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Working the middle, it's complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Stopped after making the catch.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Power football with the run. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming downhill right at you. Hard to diagnose plays.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
The lost yardage leaves him with second and 11. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Matthews.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll try to run for it. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36.
And the defense there goes zone coverage. Maybe confuse the quarterback a little bit, force him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in the back.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
So they'll try to salvage this drive on 2nd and long from the 12. They go to the draw. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Dances away to buy time. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Give to the running back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. From the gun, the running back has it. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
1st and 10, they're down to the 25. Here's the handoff. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles, and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab and steps into the end zone for the touchdown. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. Looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. He gets into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion ties the game. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ross.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. The inside handoff. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Leaves it with the back. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. They're still running at the 40. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. A promising start to this drive. They've moved the chains a couple of times. Now they've got it first down at the 41. He wants to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field. And my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. On first down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They'll give it to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
He'll keep it himself. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well, but you see how mixing in the quarterback run, too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
Catch in the middle. It's Allen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Complete some of these hitch throws early. You're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Man, I think back in the day, this is a no-brainer. You're punting the football and believing your defense, but analytics all the time now telling you to be aggressive. I'm interested to watch this play. Obviously, if you're aggressive, you might could run this clock out and end the football game and not have to put your defense back on the field.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Leaves it with the running back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Grab near the marker. It's Smith. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. He'll come out throwing on first down. He finds his man.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down coming up. Now the play fake. Keeps looking downfield. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on the fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The offense set for a first down play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. All wideouts, no backs. He's going to pass on second down. Gets it out fast. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10. Trying the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's second and 11. He's looking to throw. He's going to let it go. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there in this situation. You know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper. Understand they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Tight end getting vertical. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Looking to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Hits the spin cycle. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. The give to the back. Got some room in to the goal line. And into the end zone for a touchdown. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
On the run, it's Baxter. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. Touchdown! They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down for this offense. He's going to pass. Forced out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Back to the air one more time. Caught over the middle. It's Smith.
Well, they don't pick up the first down there, but in this 2-minute situation, they need their quarterback to be decisive, to be accurate, and make really good decisions. And we'll see what he's able to do as they inch closer and closer towards the goal line.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it down the middle. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. On second down, they'll take to the air. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.